Hi and welcome. We're the Straw Hat Duo. Today, what episodes are we going over today?
9 and 10.
Alright, and we're also going over chapters 22 through 26. So, let's go ahead and get right into it. Alright, and now Shayna will go into episodes 9 and 10.
So, episode 9 starts out, we meet Usopp.
Yeah.
And you just see him running through his town, going, pirates are coming, pirates are coming. Runs past all these houses, just keeps screaming it and whatever. By the time he gets to the end of his run, he's like, oh, I was just lying. Ha 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 ha.
Before that part, it's the only time so far that we've seen that Usopp has actually looked badass. The little, like, him standing up on the hill.
That's right. When they're all, like, gonna come at him, he's like, come on, let's go. And then just, like, hauled ass.
Yeah.
And then it goes, you know, Luffy and Nami and Zoro come to shore. And they're like, food. Let's go get some food. Like, that's all Luffy's like, meat, 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 meat. Let's go.
That's Luffy's character.
Right? And they come up and then they see Usopp just standing there. And he's like, so, you know, he looks like so proud of whatever he's doing. And they're like, he's like, you know, don't come at me. I have, like, so many men.
I have 80 million men.
80 million men. And Nami's like, really? And he goes, oh crap, she saw right through me. She knows I lied. And then he's like, oh crap, I just fessed up to it. How could I have done that?
Of course, Luffy was tricked the entire time. He's like, really? That's so cool.
Luffy was living his best life. He was like, this is awesome. Luffy was so entertained by Usopp just like totally lying. Because he was
a fun guy.
Right? He was like, this is fun. You're great. This many people? All right. Then eventually, you know, they go to the tavern and they sit down and they eat.
Well, before that, Usopp pulls his slingshot on Luffy.
That's right. That's right. And he was like, if you're going to pull out a pistol or, you know, something to the equivalent, you better put your life on the line.
Yeah, you're putting your life on the line.
And then Usopp's like, oh, crap. And then Luffy's like, nah, I'm just kidding. I stole those words from Shanks. And Usopp's like, Shanks? You know Shanks? And Luffy gets into why he knows Shanks. And he goes, I knew you looked familiar. Usopp's your dad, right? And he's like, yep, that's my dad, a pirate, a great pirate with, you know, the great pirate Shanks. And they go into how Luffy knew them as a kid and always heard about Usopp. Because he would never stop talking about his kid. And he's like, I heard about you until my ears bled as a child.
They have a little flashback there.
Yeah, like a small flashback of Luffy as a kid. And how Usopp was a good shot with his pistol.
Yeah, he was the sharpshooter of the crew.
They're talking while they're eating at the tavern. And Luffy's like, so, do you know anybody that could help us, like, get a ship? We need a ship. And Usopp's like, no, I don't think so. Zoro, I believe it's Zoro, points out the mansion. Yeah,
I believe so.
Yeah. And was like, what about them? You know, can they help us? And Usopp's like, no, they can't. She can't help you. Don't, you know.
Yeah, you can't go there.
You can't go there. And everybody's like, well, you're awful defensive on why.
And then he runs off.
Then he runs off to the mansion to see Kaya.
Yeah.
As it seems like it's a daily thing for him to go there or whatever sneaks in, talks to her about all the stories that are all the adventures he has had
adventures.
And
you know, like when he was 5 and found a goldfish that was so big that its poop looked like an island, right?
And then that's pretty much ending out, you know, episode 9 going into 10. Well, in episode 9 you do meet the butler Claudor.
What a name.
You also meet Django at the end of episode 9 going into 10.
Onions running around. Oh, there's a weird man walking backwards.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, you're a liar.
And you see them in episode 10, they're talking on the shoreline about how they're gonna
you find out that,
assassinate.
Yeah, you find out Claudor's not necessarily a butler, but
he's a pirate. Yeah. They're having a discussion on how they're gonna assassinate Kaya.
Yeah.
And Usopp and Luffy just happen to be there and overhear it all. And they're like, Luffy's like, this is odd. And then Usopp's like, this is terrible. And goes into all the reasons why and why they have to like fix it and like like stop it.
Yeah. And then of course Luffy stands up, gives him away. Hey, don't kill that girl.
Yeah. Hey, why are you gonna kill that girl? And Usopp's like, oh my gosh, how could you do that?
Now they've seen us.
Now they see us. Now they're gonna kill us. And they're like, you didn't hear anything. Usopp's like, hear anything? What are you talking about? We didn't hear anything.
And Luffy's like, oh, we heard everything.
Yeah. And it just, I mean, that's pretty much episode 10.
You find out that Django is a hypnotist.
Yep, because he hypnotizes the kids.
Yeah.
In the beginning, and then he tries to hypnotize Luffy. Or no, he hypnotizes Luffy.
He tries to hypnotize
Usopp, but he didn't.
And Luffy.
Yeah, and it got Luffy, and he fell right off the cliff, and you just see Django go, well, didn't mean to kill him, but, whatever.
Nobody could survive a fall from that height.
No.
They don't know with Luffy.
No. Now Charlie's going to go over chapters 22 through 26.
Yeah. So, chapter 22... in its entirety is not covered in these anime episodes.
No.
It happens a little out of order here. So in chapter 22, this is where you meet Gaimon, you go to the island of strange creatures, all that. We'll go over that a little bit more once the episode hits.
Yeah.
And we'll discuss the differences at that point, but it's just a little out of order. That's all.
Yeah.
So I'm going to skip over that for the most part right now, but that's chapter 22. So chapter 23 through 26 is pretty much what's covered in these episodes.
Yeah.
And that's where you meet Usopp. Usopp is shown, on the top of the hill, looking out, going, pirates are attacking, running through the town, annoying all the villagers. They all chase him away. And then you end up seeing Luffy and his crew, Zoro, Nami, on the boat. Nami's fixed Luffy's hat, and, Luffy's ecstatic about it. He's like, oh, thank you, it's so much better, and then accidentally pokes a hole in it.
Oh, no.
So, Nami, pokes him with the needle, and he's like, ow, that hurt.
Yeah, like, why'd you poke me?
Yeah. She's like, well, it's the only way I can hurt you. And he's like, yeah, well, that's true.
Very true, right?
So, they get to the town. One of the three kids, I believe it was Onion, comes running up to Usopp after, he hides in the tree from the villagers and all that good stuff. And he's like, there's pirates! And Usopp's like, oh, gotta go. Time for my snack. And he tries to run away. And then Onion's like, hey, it was two small ships. They showed the buggy pirate flag. But there's only three people. And Usopp's like, oh, only three people? No problem.
Yeah, but
I'm going to go take care of them.
But even the other kids were like, why are you running? Like, why aren't you... You're the great Usopp. Why aren't you going there? You're Captain Usopp.
So they go there, and Usopp and the three kids are kind of just standing at the top of the hill while Luffy and the crew come ashore.
Right.
Zoro notices them, and the kids run the moment that Zoro notices them. Mm-hmm. And Usopp kind of stands up, does his whole lie thing, pulls out his slingshot, and it's like, I have 80 million men. They see through the lie instantly.
Oh, yeah. It's like and, almost instantly.
He admits to it pretty much as soon as, Nami finds out about it.
Yeah.
So then it jumps forward to them in the tavern. Mm-hmm. And Luffy kind of looks at him. They talk for a little bit, and Luffy's like, hey, we're looking for a ship. And Usopp's like, well, the mansion up at the hill is where Kaya lives, and, she's a sickly girl, but she's got a ton of money. Her parents died and left her a huge inheritance. Mm-hmm. And they're like, okay, well, we'll go ask her for a boat. And Usopp puts up no kind of resistance.
He didn't care?
Nope. He was the one that suggested it.
Well.
So they go up there, and Usopp breaks off from them, goes separately, and they finish eating. The kids walk in, they think that Usopp's with
that's right.
them. And the kids are like, oh no, what happened to our captain? Zoro scares the kids by going, oh, well, we ate him. He got gobbled up.
Poor kids. They got so scared they thought their captain got eaten.
Finally, they find out that it's a joke. They bring them up to the hill, and they see Usopp there.
Yeah.
And Clawdor's there. And he's like, you guys got to go. You're trespassing. Get out.
Right.
He starts talking to Usopp, talking down about his father and whatnot. and Usopp ends up punching him. You know, they have a little confrontation. They end up leaving, and Usopp goes to sit up on the hill by the ocean to blow off some steam, pretty much.
Right.
And at that point, Luffy goes up to him, talks with him a little bit, and he's like, "So your dad is Usopp, right?" And Usopp's like, "Yeah. How do you know my dad's name?"
Right.
And that's when Luffy tells him, "Oh well, Usopp's on Shanks' crew. Shanks is someone I look up to, and you know I met them when I was a kid, so I heard all about you when I was a kid." And at that point, you see Clawhador and Django, who you're just now meeting in the manga, I believe. Well, no, you meet him after, you know, they all leave.
Right.
Nami, Zoro, and the 3 kids see them by the fence line, and Django puts the kids to sleep and all that.
Yeah.
But at that point, it cuts over to the beach line, and that's where Django is meeting with Clawhador, and you find out that they're both pirates. Well, Clawhador was a pirate in the past. Technically, he still is, because he's just scheming.
Yeah, and I mean, Django is a pirate, because...
Yeah, Django's technically the captain of the pirate crew at this point.
Yeah, the crew that's been waiting, right?
So you find out that the pirates are offshore. They have been for about a week now. They're ready just to ransack the village.
Exactly.
And that's apparently the plan that Koro came up with. Captain Koro is his name. Clawhador is just a, you know, cover.
Like a cover.
So he is trying to go, you know, quote unquote legitimate with the government. And that's why he came up with this plan. Turns out that Kaya's parents died from an illness, and he wasn't planning on that. So he's just been poisoning Kaya, which you don't really know about that just yet. It hasn't gotten into that.
Yeah.
But he has been taking care of her and acting as her butler to get on her good side, so she'll leave. It won't look bad when she leaves a will for him. He tells Django, "Hey, hypnotize Kaya, make her write a will, writing everything to me, and then kill her." And it ends out with Luffy standing up saying, "Hey, don't kill that girl." And Usopp freaking out like, "Oh no, I picked the wrong guy to clobber. You know, he's gonna kill me." They both get seen.
Yeah.
Django puts Luffy to sleep, tries to hypnotize Usopp too. Usopp runs off. Luffy falls off the cliff head first, ends up in a crater.
A crater that he made, though.
Yeah.
I mean, he made it
with his head.
Yep. He fell right in.
So it pretty much ends out with Django looking at Clawhador and saying, "Do you want me to go kill the kid too?" And Clawhador's like, "Nah, he's the liar of the village. No one will ever believe him. There's nothing he can do." And it ends out with Usopp running through the town saying, "Pirates are going to attack in the morning," and nobody believing him.
Not because he's a liar.
Yeah. And
that's how that happens.
That's pretty much the end of chapter 26.
Yeah.
The differences that we noticed between the anime and the manga.
Yeah, chapter 22 is... that whole chapter is not even mentioned in the anime, so that's a big difference.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that happens after Usopp joins the crew in the anime. I mean...
We'll learn about that down the line, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another difference is when Usopp is up on the hill, in the anime, he's hiding and, you know, speaking out and has the kids waving a bunch of flags.
Yeah, the anime, he's standing there proud and like...
in the manga, they're not hiding at all.
Yeah.
All 3 of them are just there.
Yeah.
So when they get seen, they run away the same, but, you know... they're not hiding in the bushes beforehand. Right.
And another thing, Clawhador mentioned in the anime that he didn't take care of he didn't end up killing the father. Yeah. That he just got sick. So the assumption is he killed the mother.
Yeah. Whereas in the manga, you know, he flat out says, you know, the parents' deaths weren't in my plans. So that's a big difference there. I mean, it doesn't matter a whole lot. He's a bad person nonetheless.
Exactly.
Another difference is with Usopp. When they're in the tavern talking, Usopp is the one that suggests them go up to see Kaya in the mansion, in the manga.
That's
whereas
right.
in the anime,
he
tries to shut it down like instantly.
Instantly. He was like, you can't go there. She's sickly. You can't go bother her. None of that.
Yeah. For the most part, yeah, that's pretty much all the differences.
Yep. It's there's not many this time around. Minus, the whole chapter that has nothing to do with it. But it's still a part of the story. It's just a little bit out of order.
Yeah. So, if you guys notice anything different, let us know. Because I'm sure we've missed something.
I'm sure we have. So please let us know.
Yeah. And that about does it for today's video, yeah?
We'll see you next time.
All right. Bye.